think it's time we take the Calypso down the road. We've not really driven this car on the channel since I've gotten it built. Now, I have to be smart about this. The car's, it needs more fuel. But for right now, we'll go ahead, we'll drive it, we'll play with it a little bit. As you can see, my intake is already hitting, so we're gonna have to put something up here like this. Now, don't worry about this falling off. The hood will hold it. As a matter of fact, we fold it again. We have RTV on the headers, so it's a really tight tolerance. So believe it or not, once it warms up, the header leak kind of goes away somewhat. Yeah, that's probably the hottest this thing's been in a long time. So as you can see, I had some oil from the old engine that had dripped onto my blanket, and it's got so hot that it's starting to burn that. So yeah, anyway guys, nothing wrong with the car. That's, like I said, just the oil burning off. So let's talk about the Calypso real quick. Like, obviously it's not right. It's on 7 pounds of boost. It really runs like crap in a sense, as far as power goes anyway. The car doesn't run as good as what it should, and that's just because honestly it's a very, very conservative, rich tune, and the transmission's not right and all that type stuff. So we need to do something about it, right? So I typically don't give you guys like all my secrets in advance. I like to try to hold on to something, right? But it's going to be a little while, so I feel like the best thing to do is just go ahead and tell you guys what's planned for the Calypso, so that way you'll know ahead of time, right? So with the Calypso, one of the first things that we're going to do is go to a Terminator X. Yes, I bought the brand new Terminator X that you saw on Neo Mustang's channel for this car. He shipped it out this morning, so we should have that thing here this week. Now, we are not going to start on the install this week. Probably next week we will get started on the install of the Terminator X. Now, why am I doing that? I thought I was happy with the Mega Squirt. The Mega Squirt's not a bad system. I will say this about it: it's very hard to get your idle correct, and there's not a lot of support. That's the main reason, right? So it's like I've said before, and I want to continue to say this: you're not going to make any more power from a Mega Squirt to a Terminator X or to any other brand out there, right? So we're going to be doing the Terminator X. It's on its way. It's coming. Next up, we're going to be going back with a 5-speed. Yes, and I'm not going to give you all the details on that. Just know that we will be installing a TKX in this car within the next 6 weeks probably. So you will see a brand new TKX in the Calypso. So here's the deal. Here's what's in order for this car. New Terminator X. Awesome, right? We can take this thing and go get it dyno tuned if we need to. I'm going to try to tune it myself. I feel like I can do it. A lot of research though coming up, guys, on my part. And then we got the TKX coming up, right? TKX, we're going to put it through its paces. We're going to go back to the track. We're going to redeem ourselves from that last time we went to the track, right? So if you guys don't know, we did take the car out with a 5-speed and it didn't work out good. Come to find out, the clutch was gone. The pilot bearing was smushed, and it was causing a drag on the input shaft. Either way, it was a disaster. Car didn't run very good. It is now time to redeem ourselves. So we will be putting the TKX in the car with some pretty beefy stuff as far as clutch. We'll get into all that later on. You have to tune in for that. We will be upgrading the fuel system probably later this year. That's a pretty costly endeavor there as well. So whew, it's too bright out here, guys. I gotta get some sunglasses. So like I said, we will be doing a fuel system on the car, but it's gonna take a while, right? That stuff's expensive. So we'll get the fuel system on it, and then we'll be able to turn it up. Because right now, as it sits, we're only able to get about 7 pounds of boost before this engine starts to starve for fuel. Probably change the injectors out at some point and go E85 on the car, and that's about it, honestly. That's about all we're gonna do this thing. Other than fine tuning and tweaking a few things, I'm super excited. This is what you all wanted, right? You wanted me to go back 5-speed. You never wanted me to go automatic. The automatic deal just didn't work out in my car. I love a built automatic. Do not misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm keeping my built automatic, and we're still going to try to get this thing built at some point. Now, why am I doing that? Well, because I want to put a built automatic in something, if not this car, in something. I know it's been wishy-washy lately. You know, like I said before, we started out with an AOD in this car when we first put the old engine in it, and then I loved it. I loved the AOD bone stock. It was freaking sweet. And then we did heads, cam, and some other stuff, intake, I think, and the AOD didn't like that a whole lot, so we switched to a 5-speed. So we put an old junker 5-speed that I had. I kind of went through, fixed a few things on, put it in there, and it did pretty good, honestly. Then we put a Z-Spec in it, which was pretty badass. But we knew we were going to bust that Z-Spec. Now we could put it back in there right now if we wanted to, but it's not going to last for what we're trying to do. Then we go to the C4. C4 never really ran, it never really worked. So I know it's been a lot of back and forth, guys. I get it, but it's all right though. You understand, if you're a car guy, you get it, right? So you understand where I'm coming from. But we got a lot of stuff coming up for the Calypso clone. I hope you guys stay tuned. And with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching.